Hello, I'm Rainy Day, and welcome to day 4 of Sudoku September, where for this time we're going to be doing Windoku X. So, Windoku X's are like normal Sudokus, except each of these grey boxes must also contain 1 to 9, and the diagonals must also contain 1 to 9. So, how I like to solve these is these 5 must be the same as those 5. Because both of them would have these remaining 4 in the middle in common. They can't contain over those. So I like to sort of highlighting those regions. Same as in each of these corners. And then afterwards I just like having a look and seeing, okay, which ones might provide something good. And it looks like red is going to be pretty interesting. 5 can only go in one of 2. 7 is restricted to 2. 3 and 4 we can solve in box 1. So that one we know can't be a 9. But I don't. Oh, we know that neither 1 or 2 can appear on this red because we've already got them in column 4. So 1 and 2 must be in this middle. 1 we can place. 2 I don't think we can yet. And 8 cannot go on here, so that's an 8. So they are a 2-6 pair. And 8 is in one of those 2. They're actually a 7-8 pair, and that is a 5. The final 2 here are 4 and 9. And we can solve those. Okay. Green. 1 has to be one of those 2. And 5 cannot go on here either. Neither can 2. None of those can be grey. So we actually know they are 1, 2, and 5 specifically. So these are 3, 4, 6. Which actually makes a 7, 8 pair in box 2, which we can solve because we've already got an 8, I guess, within this box there. So that solves the 7 in here. So we know that 1, 2, and 5 are definitely on here. I just want to place that as well. So 2 and 5 are definitely there. And we can't actually have 3 or 4 on here, so they must both be on here. Which makes that one 6. Okay. This is so much better when you're not like, what, 14 hours sleep deprived or something from yesterday. But yeah, 1 is in one of 2, but it can't go in the middle because of the diagonals. On the other diagonal, it can go, and I think one of 2 places. I guess I can start having a look at the blue. 4 has to be in one of 3. 9 isn't majorly restricted. 1 cannot actually go on blue. So, go there. So the 1 in column 1 has to go there. They can't go there or there because the row or there, and can't go there because we know it's in one of those 2. We know 1 is in yellow though. It would be one of those 2. So that cannot be a 1. So that is 1 in box 3. That is 1 in the diagonal. And that is all 1's done. We can actually finish off box 2 with a 9 and a 6. Column 5 needs 5, 7, 8. And 7 cannot go in either of those 2 because we've got a 7 in box 5 already. They're 5 and 8. Okay. 9 is in one of, 9 has to go there. In column 5. Oh, that cannot be a 5, so that's either a 2 or a 6. We need a 4 here still. 4 is in one of those. That is a pair of 4 and 6. Which puts 4 in blue. So that one's a 4. 6 is also in blue, but I guess I can still mark those down. So we know 3 now, because it can't go on either of those two. There's a box. 3 is definitely not in blue. Can't go there because of column, so 3 is there. Which puts 3 guaranteed in yellow. Okay. 7 cannot go there. 7 is a 1 of 3, I think. Okay. 5 is in 1 of 3. If 5 was there, then I guess would 5 have to be one of those? I guess if it was on blue, but it's not guaranteed on blue. What I thought would be easier to finish at this point. We know that we got a 7 in this box still. Oh, 7 is actually pretty restricted. It has to go in 1 of 3. Oh, we've got a 3 and a 2. We're definite in here as well. This 2 can go there. That's 2, 3, 4, 6, which isn't majorly anything going on with it. 9, so we've got 7 then. I've actually only got 6, okay. That's okay. So we've got 9 in the middle, so that is a 5, no, not there. Doing that instead. Final 9 is there. Okay. 2s, we've only got 2 of. What's this? So that's 2, 5, 6, so that must be an 8. Which places 8 in those 3. If 7 was on yellow, it has to go there. I'm not sure if that does anything major. 8 can only be on 2 places in row 5. Oh, 7's for definite on blue because it can't go there. So 7 is 1 of 3, and 7 is there. So that means 7 cannot go on yellow. So that is a 7. Okay, so that places the 7 there. Which, okay, we've got 1 more in box 6, which is there. Okay. Gonna take a time. That's for definite 5. 6, 4. It's not majorly restricted. Neither's the 3. Although that could be any of them. It's not like it's a 3-4 pair, which would be pretty useful for us. But, 3 on that diagonal cannot go there, cannot go there, cannot go there, cannot go there. That's got to be a 3. That's a 4. So 4 is in 1 of those 2, which would place 4 in 1 of 2. Oh, 4 is to go there. So that's a 6. We haven't actually looked at the 2 on blue yet, which is in 1 of 2. Okay, so that needs 2, 5, 6. So that is 4, 6, 5. So that must be. Oh, I didn't consider the 8 actually. Hold on, that could be an 8. That's a 5. That's a 5, 8 pair, regardless. So that cannot be a 5. So that's a 2. And that's in place 6 can go on that diagonal. That is green solved. 5 is in 1 of 2 places in yellow, and it is forced onto the yellow. So 5 is in 1 of those 2 because it cannot go there because already got 5 there. This needs 5, 8, 4. And we've got the 8 there. It's come up 4, so that is a 4, 5 pair. That puts 4 on yellow, has to go there. Solves those. So 5 in yellow, solves 4 in box 6. Solves the middle. Diagonal. Final diagonal is 2, 3, and 6. That cannot be 3 or 6, so that must be 2. That's 3, that is 6. 2, 3, that must be 2, that must be 6. Final one in box 7 is an 8. So that places an 8 there. We need that, those can't be 2, so 5 must go there, that must be 6, that must be 3, that must be a 6. Final one in row 8 is a 6, and then 8 and 3. And there we are. That is Windoku. I think I'm probably going to try some artisanal Sudoku stuff next, unless I want to do like hard for New York Times and do it over a few videos. But yeah, I'll decide which of those I want to do for day 5, and thanks for watching.